Yeah, I mean, I don't look, I don't always look like what a Christian's supposed to look like. I'm cleaned up now. But when I first started going to church, I got this. You want to teach Sunday school? Yeah. Well, you ever worked with youth? No. I've never read the Bible. I've been reading it for a year, undercover. Nobody knows. But the Lord told me I'm supposed to be here. And they're like, well, okay, are you sure? I'm like, yes, I'm sure. It's been 7 years. When God does something in your life, He does it all the way. He doesn't do it just a little bit. Because guys, you might extend, it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of courage for you to muster up that boldness to be able to roll up on a girl and state your claim. You gotta extend your invitation. It takes, you gotta pray, I don't know, fast, whatever you gotta do, you gotta do that. And some of you, it comes so easy. But if it's so easy, how is it challenging your faith? Could she be the one? Why is it so easy? Because when you're actually prayerfully considering who you're going to pursue for a marriage, it takes a lot of preparation. Not the rolling up and checking this out, checking that out, and then roll it up over here because you know what? She said no, whatever. She's too holy for me, Because when I did that little survey for myself, because I needed to know what am I missing out here? I got saved, almost 9 years ago, and the Lord, I was sitting in the young adult ministry, and I thought, I'm Christian now. So now I'm going to date every 31 flavors of Christian men. This is going to be amazing because now I'm a Christian. So the only difference now is I'm going to take my dating life from my life before, and I'm going to take it in the church. And by this time next year, I'm going to be married. This is going to be amazing. But I thought that this was it for me. I found it. And the Spirit of God said to me, no dating. And it was in worship. That conviction, you're like, no, I rebuke you. You ever rebuke Jesus? You ever rebuke? No, I rebuke. You can't rebuke him and not feel bad about it. He'll stir so much in your heart. But that night I knew that what God was telling me, because even my girlfriends were trying to talk to me, are you sure? What do you mean, no dating? No dating. What's no dating? Well, you know what I realized? That night, he reminded me of something I said when I started going to church. Lord, I give you everything. I will give you everything. You can have my whole life except this. I want to date. How am I going to marry a guy if I don't know how it goes? If I don't know what it's like to have sex? If I don't know, how are we going to be equally yoked? How are we going to, what if we're not compatible? That was my argument. What I really didn't know until that night was I named my price. The Lord says, He wants all of you, not a little bit of you. He wants all of you. So when you hold back a little thing, and to me I thought that was a little thing, but it was the only thing that I wouldn't let Him have. And it was the very thing that He required. So He asked it of me, and I thought, I'm like, okay, I'm going to give you 2 weeks. I didn't date for 2 weeks. Everybody that got my phone number that week at Starbucks. I said, no, it's not going to work out. I'm sorry, call me in 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks turned into 2 months, 6 months, a year. My girlfriends were starting to get nervous. They're like, what's going on with her? 3 years goes by. I'm thinking, 3 years? 3 years is good, God. That would be great. Can I have a dinner? Something. Can I have a hot dog? Can I have a coffee? Anything. And he was like, no. And then all of a sudden I realized all these like, hey, hey, can I, hey, you look kind of good. All that stopped. It's like I was hidden, right, Shalak? Nobody could see me. I'm like, I'm right here. Don't you see me? No, He had me hidden in Him so that I wouldn't even be in a position to decline. Because girls, we get a high from the decline. The news is out, the men know now, right? There's a little bit of a, no, you didn't. What did you think you were, that's what we're really thinking. We're not for being really sweet and gracious, and that's so sweet, that's so kind of you. I'm so flattered. And I have a desire to be married. There's people like, what do you mean you haven't dated in 8 years? Never held hands. I've never dated a Christian man. I've only dated heathens. So I don't even know what it's like. So I ask pastor friends, you know, guy friends at church, I'm like, what kind of, you know, what's the difference between dating, you know, a non-Christian girl and a Christian girl? And they're like, I don't know, we don't date Christian girls. Well, then what are the chances, what are my chances when I actually start doing it? Maybe dating is not for me. And I was like, well, if dating is not for me, then what is for me? So I started digging in the Bible. I was like, what is in there if there's no dating? And then words just started coming out. Holiness, set apart, hidden, shadow. These things started coming out. And I was like, gosh, God, that's different. That's so different. Nobody's doing that. And if they're doing it, they need to share. And here it is. Everyone of my girlfriends were getting married, one by one. And now I'm like the last single standing. God, man, this is a fiery trial right now. You know, to be that last one and all that pressure, you know, and, you know, I can't stand that stupid biological clock. That's your biological clock. I don't have a biological clock. If it's in the Bible, show me, but I don't see any biological clock. I don't want it. I rebuke it. And that's what the pressure comes from. I was spending time with the Lord, and I was reading this, and it's from 1 Corinthians 7:25, and it says, now concerning virgins, the marriageable maidens, that would be me and many of you, Paul says, I have no command of the Lord, but I give my opinion and advice as one who is trustworthy and faithful. He says, I have no command of the Lord. He's saying, no, I'm just saying. That's how he's starting it out. Now, I'm just saying this. Then he continues. I'm going to drop down to verse 34. And says, there is a difference between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman cares about the things of the Lord. And I just stopped right there. Because all my girlfriends are married. If I want to have a phone call, I got to text them 35 minutes in advance. Can I call you? Are you available? Can we talk? Can we have a coffee? They got to check with the baby, the nanny, the husband, the housekeeper, the homework, got a breast pump. I mean, they got to check out everything. And I'm like, gee, forget it. You know? And when I got this, I got set free. When I got this revelation, the unmarried woman cares about the things of the Lord, that she may be holy both in the body and in the spirit. But she who is married cares about the things of the world, how she may please her husband. I don't know about you guys, but this single season, I don't want it back when it's gone. I'm not about to hurry it up right now. I am undivided in the Lord. You are undivided in the Lord. The problem is we have a whole generation of singles that are divided. You're dating on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? And you're living divided already, and you're not even married. And then you wonder, what's God taking so long? Because he's trying to get you to himself. That's what he's waiting for you to stop calling that joker, stop texting, get off that online thing. Pay attention to me. I'm trying to woo you. I'm trying to show you what courtship looks like if you just give me a chance. How many of you are open and hiring for a full-time permanent position as a wife or a husband? How many? Can I have a show of hands? Nobody? You're not hiring for a full-time permanent spouse? A wife? Right? A husband? What? Right? If you are hiring for a full-time permanent position, put out the ad. Accept applications, review applications, interview candidates. That's what you do, right?
That sounds good.
That's what you got to do. So you got to find the right candidate to fill this position that you have. Our issue is we've got generations of adult singles, and we are interviewing second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, eighth, ninth, 10th interview, not hiring. What are you doing wasting your time and that valuable person's time and you're not hiring. So how can you prayerfully consider every single applicant if you have one for every day of the week? And then I was talking to a girlfriend of mine, same topic. And she's like, well, I've been, I'm just hanging out with this guy, we're friends, but he knows I like him, but he's letting me hang out with him. And I'm like, you are in an unpaid internship. You have been applying for a full-time position, and you got the internship, and it's not paid. Quit. Put in your resignation, give him some notice, doesn't have to be 2 weeks. You just gotta give him a call and put it in there, and then you'll be done. She was not okay with that because she is bored. There's nothing else going on in my life. Why not? And here's the standard that you're trying to hold yourself up to, but you're like, you know what, I'm bored right now. There's nobody around. Let me just walk down over here to where he is, so maybe I can have a little fun. And then you call all your girlfriends, SOS, in case of emergency, break glass, girlfriends. Okay, everybody come on over. Lay hands on me, I'm crying, oh, you hurt my feelings. This is what's going on. This is a generation of divided, unmarried women, unmarried men. Divided looks like you don't care about what the Lord cares about wholeheartedly. 100% of your time. This is a season where you are not bogged down with things and with people in your house. You probably go home and there's no one there. No one's gonna ask for nothing, nothing. You got roommates, maybe that's cool, but this is a season where you are the master of your schedule and you can serve God wholeheartedly. You do not want to be in a position where you're an unpaid intern because there's no health benefits, right? No health benefits in an unpaid internship. And there's no job security. You don't even know if you're going to get hired. What actually happens is you just feel used, rejected, and devalued. All that time that you're building yourself up to be in a full-time, permanent position, and then you give it away, and then you're down at the bottom again. You gotta start all over again. He's saying, stay here in your field and go follow. We do purity Bible studies here every month because you need to be with maidens. You need to be here. You need to stay close with other maidens, other men that are keeping you holy, that are walking right. Without community, like he has testimony, without community, you fail. That's how the enemy does it. Corners you, backs you up, so you're by yourself, so you fall. There's nobody to keep you accountable. You don't need to feel guilty. That's why I think often Christians will date a non-believer because they're not going to quote scripture to you. They're not going to hold you to this purity and this holiness. They don't even know what that is. They're just trying to roll up on you. They're trying to get to second base as quick as they can, home run before dinner. And I've heard, I don't know, about the missionary dating. I don't know how that works out. I'm sure that God is so big, he can make anything happen. But I think it's a very dangerous thing to do. You put yourself in harm's way in everything that you have worked for, and the consecration and the holiness and that the time that you've spent in the Lord, in the Word, and seeking after him. You put all of that on the line to lose it just once.